Okay, I thought the best place to start on your iPhone voiceover journey would be using Google, which is by most measures the most popular internet search program that is available online, and it works very, very well with iPhone and indeed with VoiceOver. Now, just to give you a quick demonstration of what VoiceOver is going to sound like for those of you who have not heard it before, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one finger and I'm going to drag it across the screen. So starting from the top left-hand corner.
14:7 screen recording in progress button. Status
Okay.
bar item.
So that's telling me that the screen recording is currently in progress.
Screen recording in progress 14:7.
And the time is 14:07, which means it's 7 minutes past 2, of course.
Mobile. 2 of 4 bars. Signal strength.
Gives me my mobile reception.
iNet 4A9E7. 3 of 3 Wi-Fi bars.
And my internet reception.
63% battery power. Not charging.
And by current battery power. Now, if I move my finger down slightly, it will take me onto the actual page for google.com.
Format options button.
Now, format options are a way for you to read things in a slightly different format. There is what's called a read function. If you're on a page that has an article on it, for example, you can press that and select read only, and it will read you the article without having all the links and subheadings and things like that that can sometimes get in the way of information like that. So now I'm going to move across the screen, and to do that, I swipe with one finger to the left or right. So if I go to the right,
address google.com AU secure and validated connection.
It will tell me the page and there's a secure connection. If I went back to the left,
format options button.
Format options.
Address google.com AU secure and validated connection.
So what we call your address bar.
Reload button.
A button to reload the page if you need to. If you've made a mistake and want to start from scratch, you can hit that. Or if the page is causing you problems, you can also hit that. And then
downloads button.
Downloads. Now, if you've downloaded a video file or a music file or something which is saved into your Files app, it will show up there, and pressing that will open your Files app and show you that the files are there and you can play them or manipulate them in any way that you wish from that point. So continuing to move down, swiping with one finger.
Choose how you search, type, speak, or take a photo. Promo, region, landmark.
Now that is a promotional banner which you can pay attention to or skip past.
The Google app is an easy way to search on iPhone. No thanks button.
And it's asking me if I want to download the Google app. Some people do use it and use it very successfully. I just use the online version because it's just as simple.
Try it button. End main menu button. Banner all. Images link. Google Apps button. Collapse sign in link. End Google image. Google search button. Search landmark.
Now, if I wanted to search for something, I would double tap on that. So, double tap.
Search. End. Search. Combo box. Collapsed.
And it has opened my keyboard, which is at the bottom of the screen. So, say, for example, I wanted to go to amazon.com.au.
A.
Yes. So, I want Amazon. So, I'm typing
AMAZZOON. Numbers. Full stop. Full stop letters X C C O O M M number full stop letters A U U.
Right. Now with your keyboard, you do have a couple of functionality points there. You have a button on the bottom left-hand corner that changes it from the letters to numbers, and with the numbers also come your punctuation. And there is also
numbers.
So I've gone to the number
letters.
Panel. And just above that, if you slide your finger up,
symbols.
You have a
Actions
symbols
available.
button, which gives you more symbols to work with, like slashes, asterisks, and hashtags, and all that sort of stuff. But we won't go into that right now because we are desperate to get to Amazon.com.
Search.
So we will hit search.
Safari. Format options.
And it will load the page.
Google.
And
link. Banner. Landmark.
A lot of the time, it will take you to that top left-hand corner with the format options.
Address. Google format options. Button.
format options, or in some cases it will drop you at a certain point on the page. But that's okay, because all you have to do is move your finger up to the top of the page.
Address. Google.com. AU. Secure and validated connection.
To your address bar. That's usually the best place to start. Now, going to show you a little trick, and that is called the rotor. To access the rotor, you place two fingers on the screen. It doesn't matter where it is. As long as it's two fingers on the screen, use. My best advice is to place it flat on a surface or on your knee or something until you're a bit more certain with it, and place the index finger of your left hand and the index finger of your right hand on it and slowly rotate it clockwise or anti-clockwise, like you're running like you're creating a circle. Okay, so I'm going to do that now. And what it's going to do is it's going to explain to me what the options are that I've selected previously to put in the rotor. Information about how you can access the rotor and put more information in it can easily be found from apple.com and their accessibility section, or YouTube also have a lot of great videos on how to access that. But for now, fingers on the screen, and I'm going to rotate anti-clockwise.
Speaking rate.
Speaking rate. That means from there, if I took my fingers off from there, if I swipe up or down with one finger, it will increase or decrease the speed of the voiceover on my phone. So making it want it to go slower.
60%. 55%. 50%. 45%.
And if I wanted to speed it up.
50%. 55%. 60%. 65%.
And so on. So rotate again.
Words.
So if I want to search a page word by word.
Address. Google.com. AU. Secure. And validated. Connection.
That's swiping down with one finger, swiping up with one finger.
Connection. Validated. And
takes you backwards. Next rotation. Characters.
A. N. D. D. N. A. Alpha.
And that's good if you want to, say, edit a piece of text that you're typing. You can search by line, you can search by word, or you can search by letter. So if you've got the big brown fox, you can go word by word for the big, and if you want to change big to large, you can go letter by letter and then delete as you go along and put in large. So continuing on with the rotor.
Language.
Now that can select what language you have. You can set up different languages and speech patterns in your settings menu under accessibility and voice. And so I have a number of different ones here. So I have
English UK. Irish English.
English Australia, default.
English US.
Like that. And you can just skip through those. So rotating again.
Sounds.
Now, having the sounds on or off makes a very large difference to the way your phone is going to interact with you. A lot of people have the sounds on permanently. I personally don't, because it makes a big difference, and to me, I find it personally a bit irritating. I'll give you a quick demonstration, okay?
Sounds on.
So I've turned the sounds on. Now, whenever I do anything on the screen, a sound is going to be connected to it.
Reload button. Downloads button. Google link. Banner. Service login link. Main menu button. Google search button. Search. Amazon. Clear search button. Search modes. Heading level 1.
And it'll make different sounds based on whether you're moving into a new section, whether you're moving onto a new line, whether you're moving into something with headings or so on. Now, like I said, I personally don't like don't like sounds, so I'm going to switch it back.
Sounds off.
Off.
Links.
Links. Now, you see there where it said 63 links, it will actually tell you how many links there are on the page if it detects all of them. So I want to see what links are there. So if I go back up
address
to the top of the page,
secure and validated connection.
And I'm going to go for links now. So swiping up and down with one finger again.
Google link. Banner. Service login link. Shopping link. Images link. News link.
Like so. And then
images link. Shopping link. Service login. Google link. That link not found.
Okay, and link not found means you've reached the top or the bottom of the page where there are no more links that could be possibly found. Now, my favorite one, and the one you're probably going to use the most, is this one. So 2 fingers on the screen again, rotating anti-clockwise. You can go clockwise as well, but I just went anti-clockwise in this particular situation.
Headings. 15 headings.
Headings. This is probably the best thing for Google because you are able to move to sections and websites that it has selected for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swipe down with 1 finger and go heading to heading. So
Search modes. Heading level 1. Ads. Heading level 1. Ads. Region. Landmark.
now if I wanted to see what ads were there, I could swipe left or right with 1 finger and that would take us line by line. So from there, I can go
Ad. Link. Middle dot. Link. App Store. Link. Account. Link. Image. Install now vertical line Amazon. Shopping made easy. Amazon Prime Day. 13. October 14th. Heading left. Rated 4.6 out of 5. Link. 862,478. Link.
And that's offering me the opportunity to download the Amazon app, and it'll have different ads there based on what you're searching for. If you're on eBay, for example, it might show you a couple of good deals that are currently on eBay, specials, that sort of thing. If you're looking for food, it may show you a couple of local restaurants in the area, or just throw up an ad for something like Uber Eats or Menu Log or something like that. So I'm going to continue down with the headings arrow now. So swiping up and down with 1 finger again.
Amazon Australia official site. Shop low prices. Heading level 3. Link. Install now vertical line Amazon. Amazon Australia official site. Shop low prices. Heading level 3. Link. Search results. Heading level 1.
Okay, now the Amazon link there
Amazon Australia official site. Shop low prices.
was
Heading level
still
3.
in
Link.
was still in the ad section. Okay, so you can click on that, but sometimes it will come up with a different version of the website to the one you would find in the search results. So I personally am going to go for the search results. So swiping down.
Search results. Heading level 1. Web result with site links. Heading level 2. Link. Amazon.com.au. Heading level 3. Link.
Okay, and Amazon.com.au. So swiping with the left and right finger to go line by line, I'm just going to check around to see what's going on with information about this website.
Shop online for electronics, computers, clothing, shoes, toys, books, DVDs, sporting goods, beauty and more.
Okay, so it gives you a nice little summary of the page.
Separator. Dimmed.
And now, on occasion, websites, your bigger websites like your Amazons, your eBays, your things like that, will give you subheadings, which means you are able to go straight through to certain sections of the website. So, for example,
Kindle ebooks. Link.
it's giving you your ebook possibilities.
Separator. Dim. Books. Link. Separator. Dim.
Books, as in physical books.
Menu. Button. Collab. Today's deals. Link. Separator. Dimmed. Electronics. Link. Separator. Menu. Button. Collab. Home products. Link.
Specials and so on and so forth. But what I would want to do in this particular situation is go to the main website. And that is what I will do right now.
Amazon.com.au. Heading level 3. Link.
So to access that, you have to double tap on the link. So make sure that your cursor is on the point. And you use 1 finger to double tap. So
Amazon.com.au. Heading level 3. Safari. Open menu. Button. Navigation. Landmark.
It usually takes 5 to 10 seconds to fully load a page, depending on its complexities and so forth. Now, I haven't been to Amazon.com.au in a very long time. So I'm going to have a look around and see if I can find, for example, a DVD of the film The Dark Knight Rises. Okay, so how are we going to do that? Start from the top of the page.
Address. Amazon.com.au. Secure and validated connection. Reload. Downloads. Open menu. Button. Navigation. Landmark.
Now, opening that menu, it may bring up search options, functionality, different sections of the website that you can go to. I'm not going to do that at the moment because that's not what I am looking for. I'm looking for a search box. Now, there is a rotor function which you can add to the page to the rotor, which allows you to skip straight to the search box. I don't have it set up on my system at the moment, but that is something you can put on if you wish to. Instructions on how to do that, once again, are available through the Apple website, and of course, YouTube have information as well.
Amazon.com.au. Link.
So I'm still swiping with one finger to the right to go down line by line.
Sign in. Link. Card. Link. Search Amazon.com.au. Text field. Search. Landmark.
Okay, so there's my search box. Now I'm just going to search. It's always good to look around the search box because it may have extra information that will help you to refine your search or to look in particular departments, especially on websites, e-commerce websites such as Amazon, eBay, and so forth. So if I swipe to the right again.
Go. Button. Deals. Link. Prime. Link. Bestsellers. Link. New releases. Link.
Okay, in this particular situation, there isn't. So what I'm going to do...
Best Prime Deals. Go. Search Amazon.com.au. Text field. Search Landmark.
I'm going to see what results I will get by simply typing in The Dark Knight Rises. Now, to access this search box, I again have to use the double tap. So, double tap.
Insertion point at end.
And it'll tell you that the insertion point is traditionally at the end of the page, of the text field. So, let's see.
Next. T. T. H. A. E. E. Space. Space. B. D. D. A. R. R. K. K. Space. Dark. K. N. I. I. G. G. H. T. T. Space. R. R. I. I. S. S. E. E. S. S. Search.
Okay, and then on the bottom right-hand corner, you usually have the enter button or the search button. So I'll double tap that.
Format up.
And now it'll come up with the results.
Landmark.
Now, there is going to be a lot of information on this screen because there's going to be toys, there's going to be posters, there's going to be T-shirts, there's going to be trading cards, all sorts of things. Hopefully, the DVD and Blu-ray editions of the film will be at the top of the page because usually if you type in something that is a film or a TV series or something, it will think that you're looking for that first and then merchandise based on that property later on. You can go down and refine your searches using filters and things like that, but that's a little bit advanced for today, so we won't worry about that. So what I'm going to do...
Address. Amazon.com.au.
Start from the top of the page. Now I'm going to make sure that my rotor is still on headings.
Links.
I've just moved to the
links.
left. Now I'm going to move back to...
Headings.
Headings.
14 headings.
Okay, so it's giving me 14 headings. So I'm going to swipe down with one finger.
The Dark Knight Rises, 4K Ultra HD Plus Blu-ray. Heading level 2. Link.
Bingo. The first result that it has given me is the HD Blu-ray. But say, for example, I don't have 4K HD. I don't need that. I just want the standard Blu-ray. So let's swipe down again and see if we can find it, shall we?
The Dark Knight, 4K Ultra HD Plus Blu-ray. Heading level 2. Link. The Dark Knight Rises. Heading level 2. Link.
Okay, now it's not telling me what particular version of the film that is, what format it is in. So to look in more detail about that particular one, I need to swipe left and right with my index finger. So I'll go right and move down a line.
Starring. Link. Christian Bale. Link. 4.7 out of 5 stars. Link. 4,948. Link. Prime Video. Link.
Okay, now that's telling me it is on Prime Video, and Prime Video is a streaming service. So that's not what I want. I want an actual physical Blu-ray copy. So I'm going to swipe down to the next heading.
The Dark Knight Trilogy. Heading level 2. Link.
Okay, that is a trilogy set, not what I want.
The Dark Knight Trilogy Special Edition. BD Blu-ray. Heading level 2. Link.
Now there's a trilogy Blu-ray set. Once again, not what I want because I have the first two. I don't need the third one. I only want the third one.
The Dark Knight Rises, the official movie novelization. Heading level 2. Link. The Dark Knight Trilogy Limited Edition Collection Set. Batman Begins / The Dark Knight / The Dark Knight Rises. Heading level 2. Link. The Dark Knight Rises. Heading level 2. Starring. Link. Bale. Christian. Link. 4.7 out of 5. 4,940. DVD. Link.
Okay, DVD. So close. I want the Blu-ray. So let's go down again.
The Dark Knight Rises. Heading level. Starring. Link. Christian Bale. Link. 4.6 out of 5 stars. 941. Link. DVD. Link.
DVD again. We want Blu-ray.
$23.81. The Dark Knight Trilogy 5-disc box set. Batman Begins / The Dark Knight Rises. El Caballero Oscuro. Lolly and Berenice. Non-USA format DVD. Heading level 2. The darkest villains DC has ever produced. Joker plus Dark Knight Rises. Heading level 2. By. Link. Zimmer. Hans. Link. 4.5 out of 5. 349. Audio CD. Link.
Okay, that's the soundtrack of the movie.
Hoodwinked / Hoodwinked 2. Hood vs. Evil. Double featured. Heading not found.
Okay, now that's just given me the first 10 possible options on this page. You know, there could be a couple of hundred different results connected to The Dark Knight Rises. Now, for me, that hasn't given me what I wanted. Okay, I wanted the Blu-ray, so maybe there is a way to go through the page, go into filters, siphon out exactly what I want, Blu-ray, and so on. But we're not going to worry about that right now, a little bit too advanced. That's just a very brief demonstration of how Google can help you access websites and how this particular website, amazon.com.au, functions. Now, it's pretty good. I give it an 8.5 out of 10. There are occasionally some things that will cause you problems, but if you're patient, if you practice, and if you have a bit of scope to learn and everything, I think you're going to do fine. So that's that one. From Amazon, I'm now going to take us to another e-commerce website, eBay. Majority of you would know what eBay is, of course, the online marketplace where you can pretty much buy or sell anything within reason. Be it secondhand, new, stuff you make yourself, things like that. Now, this is the web version of eBay on the iPhone. There is an app that is available which does streamline the process, but that's something you can explore yourself. For the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to use the website version. So if I place one finger at the top of the screen,
13:17. Status bar item.
It's giving me the time and date and things like that. And then
Address.
down one,
eBay.com. AU. Secure and validated connection.
gives me the address bar. So if I swipe left or right with one finger, so swiping left,
Format options. Button.
your format options button again.
Address. eBay.com. AU. Secure and validated connection.
Back to the right.
Reload. Button. Downloads. Button.
And the next swipe will take us into the actual internals of the page.
Skip to main content. In-page link.
Now, that is an excellent button to have at the top of the page because that means there's going to be a lot of stuff underneath this button which you may not necessarily need or want to worry about. Let's just have a look and see what's there. Swiping with one finger to the right.
eBay home. Link. Banner. Landmark. My eBay. Link. Shopping cart or shopping cart is empty. Link. Open menu. Button. End. Banner.
Now, the open menu there is a button that you can tap, so let's just double tap that with one finger.
Categories. Button. Menu options. Web dialog. Landmark. Deals. Link. Sell. Link. Help. Link. Sign in. Link. Or. Register. Link. Back. Button. Forward. Dimmed. Button.
Okay, and that's taken us to the bottom of the page after the menu options. So at the bottom of the page, you always have a back button.
Forward. Dimmed. Button.
Forward, and when it says dimmed, that means that the command that it is explaining there can't be done. So there's no page forward at this time. If I went and did 2 or 3 pages worth of work, I could then skip back using the back button or skip forward using the forward button. But if I get to forward or back dimmed, that means that we are officially out of options. So you've got those. Then continuing along the bottom, you have
button.
Share, which means you could share the page with someone via a text message, via apps such as Twitter and WhatsApp if you have those, and various other applications or email.
Show bookmarks button.
Bookmarks is where you have all the web pages that you've saved, like on a computer, like on a PC, I mean.
Tabs button.
And tabs is a list of pages that have been recently opened or are still open on your iPhone. So you can go in there and quickly look to say, I looked at Amazon yesterday, so I can go to that quickly and easily without having to mess around with starting from scratch again and so on. But now we're going to go back into the eBay page.
Register, link, or sign in, help, sell, link, deals, categories, close menu, button.
And we're going to close that menu.
Close menu, vertical scroll bar, 6 pages, 0%, adjustable.
Now, that is also something that has been a recent addition to the iPhone's arsenal. Every page on the net has this progress bar. So if you wanted to, say, move halfway down the page,
Vertical scroll bar, 6 pages,
there it is.
0%. Adjustable.
It's usually located, say, 2 inches above the bottom right-hand corner. If you run your finger around it, it will eventually say what it is. And say I want to go down maybe 30% of the page.
10%, 20%, 30%. Vertical scroll bar, L'Oreal Paris Men Expert Hydra Energetic Moisturizer Anti-Fatigue 50 milliliters X2. Link, image, bottle.
The irony of the internet saying that I need moisturizer, possibly correct. I might actually bookmark that for later. Only kidding. So yes, that enables you to move to a certain percentage of the page if there's a large page. And believe me, eBay have very large pages. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to move back to the top of the page. And to do that, I place my finger at the top right-hand corner of the screen.
87% battery power. Not charging. Status bar item.
Where it gives me my battery percentage, and I'm going to double tap and see if that will do what I wanted it to do.
Page 1 of 6. Page 1 of 6.
Yes, it did. So that's moved us automatically back up to the top of the page. So
address, ebay.com, AU, secure, reload, downloads, skip to main content, in-page link.
I'm going to see what this skip to main content button does for us. Double tap with one finger.
Popular destinations, heading level 2, landmark.
Okay, and it's taken us to popular destinations. I assume this would be information about the more popular searches and marketplaces within eBay. So let's swipe with one finger and see what we get.
All categories, link. Deals, link. Selling, link. eBay Plus, link. Help and contact, link. Peek at the range, heading level 2 from 8 p.m. 9 p.m. AEDT, only for eBay Plus members. Peek at the range, link. Star min spend $120, max disc $200. Min spend $120, max disc $200, TNCs apply, link. Showing slide 1 of 5, carousel. Previous slide, dimmed, button. The biggest eBay Plus sale ever, link, image. Outdoor, spotlight, torch.
Okay, now that spotlight torch bit there is the iPhone's attempt to read a picture or a drawing or an animation that is on the page. Now, unfortunately, the tech on the iPhone isn't sophisticated enough yet to provide a decent description of photographs, which is very unfortunate, but it is something that a number of different companies are working on. There are several different programs out there which enable you to see what is, to explain to you what is in a picture, and they're always working on it. So that sort of thing is coming, but it will take time. But back to the task at hand. I'm now going to swipe up and down with the headings. So I need to set my rotor to headings. So 2 fingers on the screen, rotating to the anti-clockwise.
Headings.
And I was
headings.
already on headings. And it's told me there are 17 headings on the page. So I'm going to go back to the top of the page just for the sake of sake.
Address, ebay.com, AU, secure and validated connection.
And move down. So
popular destinations, heading level 2, landmark.
So essentially in this case, the skip to main content button does the same as the first swipe up or down with the headings. Swipe. So let's swipe down again.
Get the range. Heading level 2. Link.
Now, this eBay Plus sale that they're having at the moment, which was described a little bit earlier, is not really explained all that well for someone who is using VoiceOver. What is the sale? What are they selling? Why is it such a big deal? They're not explaining that sort of thing to you. So that sort of thing can become quite frustrating quite quickly. The only advice I can give you is try and be patient. If you know there's something that you do want, if you know that the sale is going to be involving something you do want, be patient with it. Try and figure out. So what I'm going to do...
Help and contact. Link.
I've just swiped up with one finger to the left, which has given us that. So I'm going to swipe back down.
Heading level 2. Link.
Okay, now this heading is giving us a link. So I don't know what this is. I still don't know what the sale's about, but I'm curious. I always like a sale. I enjoy a good bargain. So I'm going to double tap on that and see what the page brings us. Double tap.
Peek at the range. Heading. Safari, eBay, link, account, navigation, landmark, address, ebay.com, AU, secure and validated connection.
So I've taken myself back to the top of the page.
Reload, downloads, eBay, link, search eBay, button. Go to my eBay page, link, go to shopping cart page, link, 20% off star millions of items, heading level 1. From 8-9 p.m. AEDT, min spend 1, ends in 6 hours 33 minutes.
Okay, so the sale is current. There is a minimum spend. There is 20% off site-wide on, eligible items, and so on. So that's pretty cool. All you'd have to do is find something that's eligible. Now I'm going to go back to the main page.
Back, showing slide 1 of 5. Skip to main content. In-page link. Address, ebay.com, AU, secure and validated connection.
Now I'm going to try and search for something quickly before we finish up here.
Downloads, skip to main content. eBay home, link, my eBay, link, shopping cart or shopping cart is empty. Open menu, button, enter your search keyword. Search for anything. Text field.
Okay, so say for example I was looking for a desk. Okay, so I will double tap on the search box.
Text field.
Okay, when it says text field, that means that a double tap will open that box and you'll be able to type in what you're looking for. So double tap.
Enter your search keyword. Search, button. Enter your search keyword. Search for anything. Collapsed.
Okay, now that isn't performing the way I expect it to. I would expect it to be saying something like search field is editing. That would enable you to type in. Now, this is the point where I get quite frustrated with these websites. They do quite often change the way they do things, and things don't always operate the way I would expect them to. Once again, it's a case of being patient, but I live on what I call the rule of 5. 5 minutes to get into a website completely fresh, haven't used it before, have a look around, see if I can get it to work. If I haven't got it working in 5 minutes, the chances of me sticking with it are going to be exponentially shorter. After those 5 minutes, there's going to be less and less chance that I'm going to stick around. I'm going to get frustrated. I'm going to get annoyed. There may be an anxiety part of it as well. And I just may eventually want to go away. But if you stick with it, if you explore, do a bit of trial and error, you should be okay. Now, the eBay website in general, I would probably give a 7, maybe 7.5. It is easy to navigate, but I will say the app is a lot more intuitive and gives you a lot cleaner and simpler experience. So you can have a look at the website, you can download the app onto your iPhone through the App Store, and everything will work out for you if you give it a bit of practice and have a bit of patience. Now I thought I would show you one of the most useful and fun parts of the iPhone setup. That is the iTunes Store. It's the place you go to get all your TV shows, movies, music, audiobooks, and so on. So what we're going to do is we're on the main screen here, and I'm going to flick with one finger to the right from the top left-hand corner. So I'm currently on the messages icon.
Calendar. Tuesday, October 13th. Photos. Camera. Weather. Clock. 13:55. Settings. 4 new items. iTunes Store.
Now, the iTunes Store icon can be in different places on your home screen depending on how you have your phone set up. You are able to move them around and edit them, change their names, put them in folders with other items and things like that. Instructions on how to do that are readily available online through Apple's website, or there are plenty of YouTube videos as well. So we're on the iTunes Store icon now, so we're going to double tap.
iTunes. Selected. Music. Tab. 1 of 5.
Okay, and at the bottom of the page, we have a tab listing of the different sections. So, as it said, we have the music tab, flicking across to the right with one finger.
Movies. Tab. 2 of 5. TV shows. Tab. 3 of 5. Search. Tab. 4 of 5. More. Tab. 5 of 5.
Okay, so in this case, we're going to have a little quick spin around the music section. So I'm going to go to the top left of the page.
Genres button.
Now, genres will open up a list of what particular, different types of music there may be. We're on the main page right now, which has a little bit of everything. But say I wanted to go to classical music. So I would tap on genres, double tap.
Genres. Genres. Heading.
And now swipe with one finger to the right.
Cancel button.
A cancel button when you want to get out of this listing if you don't want to go for a particular genre after all.
Selected. All genres.
So it's on all now.
Alternative. Children's music. Classical.
Classical, that's what I want. So I'll double tap on classical.
Genres button.
And it takes me back to the genres icon, but we are now on the classical page. Now, at the top of each page, there is a couple of little banner listings for popular titles, new things that are coming out or have just come out recently, and so on. So we'll just do a quick spin around that.
Selected. Featured button. One of two.
Okay. So we have an option to see what is featured, which will give us a little taste of everything.
Charts button. Two of two.
Or the currently available charts. We won't worry about going into that right now.
Item list button. Bertrand Chamiao, Good Night button. Thibaut Garcia, Orchestre National du Capitole de Toulouse and Ben Glasberg, Aranjuez button.
So that's telling us some of the things that are currently popular, trending, or items of interest. So we're going to go back to the genre button.
Genres button.
And now we're going to swipe down with one finger while we have our rotor set on headings. I've shown you how to do that a couple of times already, so I won't do it again. So we're going to swipe down with one finger.
Sounds on. Sounds off.
Now you see, this is something that happens sometimes. The rotor setting that you have can sometimes be changed, so it's always good to check on that. We are going to go to the rotor, so two fingers on the screen, rotate.
Headings.
Easy. So now I'm on genres. I'm going to swipe down with one finger to change headings.
New albums. Heading.
Okay, so I want to see what's new currently.
See all button. Heading.
Now, the see all button always turns up after a heading, which means there is more stuff than is currently displayed on this home screen. And if you want the full list of current new releases, you double tap on that and it will take you to that particular page. And there'll be a back button in the top left corner, which will enable you to return to the main page. But we're going to stick on the main page for now and see what is currently,
Good Night, Bertrand Chamiao button.
new and good. Okay, so Bertrand has a new album.
Labyrinth, Kadian Bibliotechli button. Goldberg Variations, Trevor Pinnock, Royal Academy of Music Soloists Ensemble and the Glenn Gould School button. Mahler, Leader, Gustav Mahler, Christian Karg and Malcolm Martineau button. Beethoven, Piano Concertos 1 and 2, Olivier Cave, Kammeracademie Potsdam and Patrick Hahn button.
Okay, so say for example, I wanted to go back and see what the first
See all
album's about.
button. Heading.
So I would just swipe up so that I'm on the seal, then swipe right with one finger.
Good Night, Bertrand Chamiao button.
So Bertrand's album. So we will double tap on the title there.
iTunes, Good Night, image, logo other, advertisement. Listen to this album and more on Apple Music.
Okay, now usually it will bring you to this page and have you at the top where it's advertising Apple Music. Apple Music is a feature that is a subscription service which you pay for, and then you are able to listen to virtually everything that is available in the iTunes music library. It's a great feature if you don't like to go out and buy separate albums, if you like one track from one artist, one track from another, things like that. You pay for a subscription, be it a monthly or a yearly, and then you can create your own playlists and listen to albums whenever you want, however you want, download them to your phone as well. I personally have a yearly subscription, and it has enabled me to listen to a whole heap of albums that would otherwise cost me, hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to go out and purchase and listen to either way. So that's a really good feature. But anyway, starting from the top of this page,
Classical, back button.
we have the back button, which is also mentioning what it's going to take you back to. So it's going to take you back to the main classical page. Swiping right with one finger.
Share button.
You can share this album's information with a friend via text message or Skype or WhatsApp or whatever program you want to use.
Advertisement. Listen to this album and more on Apple Music. Listen button. Actions
And
available.
that listen link there would mean if you double tapped it, it would open your Apple Music account and have the album there ready for you to play.
Good night. Image. Good night. Heading. Bertrand Chamiao. Button. Classical. 17 items.
So it's telling me there are 17 tracks on this album.
$14.99. Button.
And its price.
Released October 9th, 2020.
And the release date.
Selected. Songs. Button.
Now we have it set on the list of songs. You can also
Reviews.
have
Button.
the reviews for it.
Related. Button.
Or other albums both by the artist and that may fit into the same style of music.
iTunes review. Heading.
Now occasionally there is an iTunes review with the album that comes along.
A self-confessed night owl, Bertrand Chamiao assembles a haunting collection of lullabies. As a young father, he often finds himself out of bed in the middle of the night. And Apple Digital Master. Image.
Okay,
Logo other. Possible text. Apple Digital Master.
Okay, I just skipped through the review because it was going to take too long, and it's just telling me there's an Apple Master.
1. On an overgrown path. Book 1. No. 7. Good night. 3. 19.
Okay, so that's giving me the number of the track, the name of the track, and the length of the track. Now, double tapping on that would give you a 10 to 30 second preview of the track involved. I can't unfortunately do that because it prohibits playing of music through recording, so I can't do that. But if you double tapped on it, a little icon would say loading preview and then stop preview when it's playing, and you just double tap it on or off as you see fit. If I move along to the next icon,
$2.19. Button.
and that tells me how much the individual track is. Usually a track on iTunes is either $1.19 or
$2.19.
$2.19. That's the way things usually are. Albums vary in price. The average is around about $16.99, but sometimes they can be cheaper, or if they're an album with bonus features, video content, etc., they can be upwards of $20, $25. I've even seen ones for $30 and $40, depending on the number of tracks that there are available on the album. Now, I'm going to go back to the main music page. So to do that quickly, I'm going to go down to the bottom right-hand corner.
Selected. Music. Tab. 1 of 5.
Music, and I'm going to, it already says selected, yes, but double tapping on that again will take us out of classical and shift us all the way back to the main music page. So double tap.
Selected.
Okay, and
Genres. Button.
move back to genres. Now I want to see what is currently available in what most people would consider to be mainstream music currently. So I'm going to use the headings shortcut, swiping down with one finger.
New albums. Heading.
And currently in new albums,
button.
we have such artists as...
Good night, Bertrand Chamiao. Button.
Okay, that has kept me on classical for some reason, so I'm going to try again.
Selected. Music. Tab.
Double tap
Selected.
on music.
Music. Tab. 1 of 5.
Okay, now that should have moved us back to the main music
Genres.
page.
Button.
This can be a bit of trial and error, but the iTunes Store and the App Store are probably the most intuitive apps you're ever going to get on iTunes, on an iPhone, because they are built from the ground up with accessibility in mind to be linked into all the accessibility features that the iPhone and iPad are capable of having. So, swiping down with one finger.
New albums. Heading. See all. Button. Good night, Bertrand Chamiao. Button. Button.
It's not letting me move back to the main page, so I'm going to have to do it the regular way.
Genres.
Genres.
Button. Genres. Heading. Cancel. Button. All genres.
And all genres.
Genres. Button.
Okay, let's try this a third time.
New music. Heading.
New music.
See all. Button. Heading. NCT Resonance PT. 1. The second album. NCT. Button.
Okay, now this is giving me what most people consider to be mainstream new releases. So I'll swipe through a little bit.
Influence. EP. Explicit. Interflow. Button. Live Around the World. Queen and Adam Lambert. Button. Give Me Some Truth. Deluxe Edition. Explicit. John Lennon. Button.
Now, 9 times out of 10, if an album has got bonus material or something, it'll say bonus edition, deluxe edition, things like that. And of course, explicit means that there may be some adult content or swearing in the actual ones. So
The Speed of Now Part 1. Keith Urban. We. TH. EP. Pentagon. The album. Blackpink. Button. Bitter Pill. EP. The Screaming Jets. button. Full circle, explicit, chill in it, button.
Okay, so that's the main new album section. Under that, traditionally, we have a section called
Hot tracks, heading. See all, button.
Now, these
heading.
are tracks that are currently doing well on the charts or are receiving heavy promotion on radio stations and things like that. We'll just do a quick look, and it'll show us that we can.
Preview 1 too many, Keith Urban and Pink, The Speed of Now Part 1. Image. Adult, possible text, Keith Urban.
Okay, and it's attempting to describe an image there. So we had the preview. So if you double tap that, it would play you a 10 to 30 second preview. Then we swipe.
1 too many, Keith Urban and Pink, The Speed of Now Part 1.
It gives you the title again, and double tapping on that will usually, if there is an album attached to that song, if it's a single from an album, it will bring up the entire album. If it is a single of its on its own right, it'll just take you to the page for that. And then we swipe again, and it'll tell us the price.
$2.19, button. Preview shot in the dark, AC/DC, power up, image.
See, Akadaka have got a new single out.
Shot in the dark, AC/DC, power up.
And it's from their new album called Power Up, which is currently available for pre-sale, as we will see in a moment. And if I double tapped on that, it would give us the whole album and say we can pre-order the album now, and it will give me this new track that is available now, and then the rest of the album once it is available. Or I can just buy the track itself for the grand total of
$2.19, button.
There you go. So now we're going to swipe down again.
Pre-orders, heading.
And it's taken us to the pre-orders section.
See all, button, heading.
See all to see more orders.
Power up, AC/DC, button.
See, and first up there is AC/DC's new album Power Up, which will be available in a couple of weeks. Going through a little bit more.
TRUTH, Guy Sebastian, button. Californian Soil, London Grammar, Confetti, Little Mix, button. Back to Mine, DJ Mix, Explicit, Fatboy Slim, button.
Now, a lot of the iTunes store is swiping with one finger, be it up, down to go through headings, or left and right to be able to see what is available in each individual section. So quickly, before we wind up on this particular segment, I want to go to the movies section.
Movies, tab.
So I'm down on the bottom line.
Music, tab. 1 of 5.
And I'll swipe with one finger to the right.
Movies, tab. 2 of 5.
Double tap.
TV selected. Movies, tab. 2
Okay,
of 5.
it has opened the movies section. Finger up to the top right corner.
Genres, button.
To the genres. Now, this section has all the movies that are currently available on iTunes for you to buy, and you can play through your phone, through your Apple TV device if you have one, or if you have a TV that is capable of what they call AirPlay, you can run the footage from your phone through the TV. So we're going to swipe down.
New and noteworthy. Heading. See all. Button. Heading.
Swiping right with one finger.
Mulan 2020. Action and adventure. Button.
Okay, now if a movie is a remake or something, they will usually tell you that it's 2020 version or whatever year it is. So that is the current Disney remake of Mulan.
Stage Mother. Comedy. Button. The Personal History of David Copperfield. Comedy. Button.
And it will usually tell you what genre the movie is as well, whether it's a comedy, an action, a drama. Now, this is very similar to the music pages, but there is one very important difference. And to show you what that difference is, I'm going to do a little trick. So we go back down to the bottom tabs at the page, hold your finger
tab.
over on music, and then swipe your finger to the left.
Vertical scroll bar, 11 pages. 100%. Adjustable.
You'll get the scrolling bar, which I mentioned to you in the earlier eBay piece.
Terms and conditions. Button.
Now we're at the bottom of the page, and we're scrolling backwards because we're looking for something in particular, and I'll tell you what it is when we get to it.
Apple ID, Scott.net space.net, AU. Button. Send gift. Button. Redeem. Button. Great movies, great prices. Button. Movies with audio descriptions. Button.
That is what we are looking for, my friends. Audio described movies. Now, Now, for those of you who aren't aware, audio description is something where an audio track is put over a movie which has a description of what is happening on the screen for things like action sequences, people's facial expressions, clothing, costumes, scenery, that sort of stuff. It's an audible narration of the film when there is no dialogue taking place. It is a fantastic feature. It has literally changed my life and the lives of so many other vision impaired people, and it's something that I really think everyone should experience once in their lives. Now, there are a lot of movies with audio description that are available, so much so that iTunes have actually created their own audio description section, which has the available movies in there. So we're going to double tap on that.
Movies. Back button.
And it's taken us to the audio description page. So we're starting at the top left.
Movies with audio descriptions. Heading. Image. Logo
Okay.
weather. Night sky. Possible text. AD.
Now, that is a little bit frustrating because we're on a page that is specifically set up for something that is a feature for people with vision impairments, and yet they don't sufficiently describe the image in the page. That's a bit of an accessibility oversight on iTunes' part, but you can forgive them considering they're giving this entire page to us. So we keep swiping with the right finger.
Explore movies available with audio
to the
description for
right.
people who are blind or have low vision. Check back regularly for new additions. Action and adventure. Heading.
Okay, so let's see what's currently in the action adventure section.
See all. Button. Mulan 2020. Action and adventure. $34.99. Button. Jumanji, The Next Level. Action and adventure. $19.99. Ford v Ferrari. Action and adventure. $19.99. Spider-Man, Far From Home. Action and adventure. $19.99. Button.
Okay, personally, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, so I might want to buy this particular one. So I double tap on the title.
iTunes. Spider-Man, Far From Home. Image. Logo weather. Night sky. Possible text. AD. Spider-Man, Far From Home. Image. Spider-Man, Far From Home. Heading. CAPM. Image.
Okay, that gives us the rating of the film.
$19.99 buy. Button.
Okay, and how much to buy it?
$5.99 rent. Button.
And then how much to rent it?
4.5 stars. 229 user reviews.
Now, if you're unsure whether a movie has audio description or not, you keep swiping down through the sections where it says the title of the movie, its rating, its price to buy, its price to rent if rental was available, its rating, and then...
MZ accessibility, tags, 4K, image, possible text, 4K.
And it's going to give you accessibility tags. So it's available in 4K, which is Ultra HD, which is, a visual format.
Dolby Vision, image, window.
Dolby Vision, once again, a visual format.
Dolby Atmos, image, window.
An audio format called Atmos, which just means it has a very high sound quality for people with a particular audio setup.
Closed captioning, image, logo other, possible text, CC.
Closed captioning for those who are deaf and hard of hearing.
Audio description, image, possible text, AD.
And audio description. So this movie does have audio description. Under that we have...
iTunes extras, included with 4K movie purchase.
Okay, there are extras that are available if you get the 4K purchase. Usually that's just special features like deleted scenes, the majority of things that you would find on a regular DVD or Blu-ray release.
Selected. Details. Button. Reviews. Button. Related. Button.
Okay, so exactly the same as with the albums earlier.
Also included in. Heading. Spider-Man, Homecoming and Spider-Man, Far From Home 2 movie collection, action and adventure.
So if I wanted to get both Spider-Man movies together, I would double tap on that and would give me a bundle pack of the two of them, maybe for a slightly reduced price. But you would have to check to make sure that the other movie in the collection does have AD. If you want both movies with AD, you've got to make sure that each of them has audio description, because there have been times when there have been bundles of movies where only one of the 2, 3, 4, or whatever number has audio description. So you've just got to be careful, do your research, and make sure it's all good. So if you were to get one of these movies with audio description, there is a setting in your accessibility menu under Vision that says audio descriptions on or off. If you turn that on, it means that anything that Apple sends out, be it footage from one of their events where they're launching iPhones and iPads and things like that, if it's a movie or whatever that has audio description as a standard feature, the audio description will automatically start and you don't have to go fussing around with different menus to try and find where the audio description is. So that is a really, really cool feature. I use it myself. I now buy all my movies exclusively through the iTunes store if I'm buying them, because having that feature is so great, because with DVDs it can be very, very fiddly trying to find the button to change the audio settings, to find the audio description track and so on. So yeah, that is a really, really cool feature. Unfortunately, at this time,
TV shows. Tab 3 of 5.
TV shows do not have audio description on the iTunes store. Hopefully that is going to change very shortly, particularly with such services as Netflix and Disney Plus now providing audio description for TV shows. We're very much hoping that that is going to be changing in the future, and iTunes will soon be releasing stuff with audio description. We remain hopeful on that. So yeah, that is the iTunes store. Get in there, have a look around, see what you like. You may find some music, some movies, some TV that you've never thought you could, have access to before, you never thought you would enjoy before. It really, really is a fantastic resource.